So, and then you are idolizing that. Look and see your mate. You can say to your husband, see your mate, see how he's loving his wife. Your husband will say to your wife, look at the way she is. You will not know that your own marriage may even be 1,000,000% better. I'm not just saying no, maybe better than theirs. I always tell people, if your marriage is going well, just be enjoying it. Protect it, because it's the one that is inside your marriage that you don't know other people's story. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video I want to share this video that has come of Funke and Akindele, that she didn't know that she was being recorded. The video honestly didn't put her in a good light at all. So basically, for anyone that does not know who Funke is, Funke Akindele, she's a Nigerian actress. A lot of people will remember her from like decades past. She was a child actress, and she was acting this I remember she was a teenager then. There was this particular drama or something like that she was into when she was much younger, but now she's a grown woman. I can't remember her age. If I remember her age, I'll put it on the screen. So she's a Nigerian actress, and till date she's still acting, and she's doing really well, and she will be one of the well-known Nigerian actresses in Nigeria. She's been married before. That marriage, something happened, and then she's married to somebody else, and this new guy is her current, is who she's still married to. And a lot of you would remember how there was this pastor that prophesied that I think he said she was never going to be married, or she was never going to have kids, something like that. This pastor prophesied that, and then she ended up being pregnant, and she had 2 for the price of 1. She got 2 babies, and she made the choice never to post their pictures on social media. She posts them, she always shows the back of their heads. But anyways, I will come back to that in a second. Or maybe I should just get it out of the way, because something happened not too long ago, but I never looked too deep into that story. This man she's married to used to be married before, and I think he had kids with that previous wife. So there was a bit of a drama. I wouldn't know much about what happened, but the only aspect I remember was that this picture of these babies that she's been hiding all these years, the man's ex-wife posted a picture on social media. I can't remember, there was something about the caption I saw then, like, oh, I can't even remember. Let me not go into that, because I didn't look into that drama. All I know is that that picture was out there of the babies, the pictures plastered all over social media, and I didn't like that. Personally, I didn't like that, because I feel like no matter what's happening between adults, they should never bring children into it. If the ex-wife has a problem with the man's new wife, deal with her as an individual, as 2 grown adults. Keep the children out. You understand? I personally, that's how I feel about that one. So I'll leave that on that side. But now, something that recently happened is that apparently one of her husband's children, one of them was living in the house. And recently, the boy has been coming out on social media and blasting out so much information all over social media. Shared the video of Funke allegedly being, I don't even know if she was beating up the domestic staff, but she was yelling and not in a good light. That's the best way to put it, right? She wouldn't be, the way celebrity come out, they behave themselves, they have an image to maintain. But in that video that she was recorded, she didn't know she was being recorded, and the video doesn't look good on her. Let me leave it at that. I'll let you actually listen to everything this boy has to say, and then I come back and say 1 or 2 things that are on my mind about it.
I have a screenshot that I want to share. This is from a worker inside the Scene 1 production. Oh, this is what someone said about Funke to me, and I can only relate to all of these because I have seen all of it. So number 1, she workers and calls them names. That's very true. Number 2, she does enjoy treating people based on their sentiments, based on their benefits. Absolutely. Number 3, she accuses people of dating my dad because she doesn't trust anybody. Well, unfortunately, everybody, your dear beloved had cheated on my dad. That's actually why that's what she did. She her PA, that's her PA. Number 5, she always tells people not to be rude, like how she promotes, right? She promotes goodwill, all of that. I've seen her damn near people in the face, push them out, scream at people. I don't know if there's volume. Like, that is a normal in the household. Her screaming at her, workers. It's a normal for her to be on her peoples, to be family out. Like, I've seen people go on their knees crying, and you know, because she's just manipulating them. She's making them feel small and little. I woke up to go to school, and I come out, Funke is running around the house screaming. I'm like, what's up? She's screaming at me, your dad tries to steal all the money from my company, and he's getting with the masseuse. The masseuse came into his room. Da, 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 da. So yeah, my mom, you know, my dad cheated, right? You know, cool. To have a role model be taken, that's all I can say. But anyway, yes, Funke cheated. What she did first is that she sent someone to my dad's room. They don't sleep in the same room. They haven't been sleeping in the same room for 2 years. Nope. They have not been sleeping in the same room for 2 years. They have 2 separate rooms. Funke does whatever she wants. She goes out, she hangs out with niggas, and I know, because my dad told me he wanted to go investigate, found out she was cheating. And then, in fact, the same day that Funke is running around screaming, she damn near my dad in the face, rips off his shirt. If I had the video that my dad took, I would be showing it. I mean, to have a little bit of weed and some alcohol here and there, you know, yeah, but I don't do that no more. You know, I've been clean for many months, and I have no desire. I have work, I'm on great work, I'm on all of that. I'm cool, you know? Like, and unfortunately, people like my dad and Funke have put me on to such substances. But I'm not surprised, considering that they both bang it every single day. You know, she's not the person she seems. She does the unthinkable. Is your dad and Funke in good terms now? Guys, they're not really together. I'm telling you, they both cheated on each other. They both had a fight. My dad's practically living somewhere else. Like, I don't even have no care for them no more. You know, like, I can't talk for them as a couple anymore. I can only just say what I've seen. So everyone knows the truth. I was not lying.
Yeah, so first thing first, I want to say, because I watched that video and I was thinking to myself, fine, let me say this, right? Funke Akindele, if she is truly, because you know, tomorrow she may come and explain that video, it may be something else, and so let me just say if, okay, because we're not there. If she's truly not nice to her domestic staff, she really has to sit back and reflect on that. A lot of us as Nigerians, we can, if we're honest, we can speak about coming from homes, situations, or backgrounds that were not that amazing. And when people are working for you, now because their own level never change, they are still at a point where they need to work for you, because they too can become you and become a boss. So because by the grace of God, we have found ourselves in a position where we are now living large, we are now successful, you understand? Let's not look down on other people and treat them like piece of shite. That is how I feel about that, right? And treat them. And if a staff is not doing the right job, the best thing is to let them go. Don't cause them emotional turmoil. I don't know, there's no need for that. That's how I see it, right? Because I grew up in Nigeria, where a lot of people, when you see how some people treat house girls and house boys, you'll be like, my mother had house girls. I've never seen, in short, when people came to our house, they never knew who was the house girl and who was not. When we do Christmas, everybody, I've made videos where I say sometimes Christmas cloth is the cut material. Everybody will sew the same cloth. House girl, oh, house boy, oh, children of the house, we all wore the same clothes. Nobody, I'm telling you, because my dad was a dark-skinned man. It's my mother that is light-skinned. So, and my mother's children will be mostly light-skinned. And my mother had dark skin. And then she have some kind of in-between kind of. So, if you come to our home, it's hard to honestly tell who is who. And let me tell you, but there are some homes you go into, and you can point out the houseboy. And you can point out the house girl. You know why? Because they will look different. And I grew up in that kind of environment. So when I now see or hear about homes where people that are employed or house girls, you know, whatever, they are not being treated right, I find it hard to understand. But anyways, going back to this, if this is true, she needs to reflect. Nobody should allow success get into their head to the point where you want to match other people for head, like step over people. That's something I think, if a staff is really bad, let them go. Even for your own mental health, you can't wake up in the morning, you're shouting at domestic staff. In the afternoon, you're shouting. How many days of your life will you be shouting? You will not have peace. Find the people that will work for you. There are some people you get as domestic staff from day one. It's like, just get on well. They get you, you get them, and it's going on well. Life is too short for necessary stress for yourself and for your staff. That is on that side. Another side is when they said, the boy said the woman has hit her father, and you know, if only he had the video, he would have shown it, or whatever he was saying. If it is true, we know when a man hits a wife or something, we're still talking about Sinachi. Everybody, they, you know, there's an opera. Why will a man hit his wife? Blah blah blah. But there are some people that when they hear a woman hit her husband, it sounds cute. There's nothing cute about it. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves. I'm saying if it is true or what this boy is saying. So let's address it from that angle, right? So everybody keep your hands to yourself. It is not cute when a man hits his wife, and it's not cute when a woman hits her husband. Because those that will be like, it's the man now. Why? No, I'm just saying. Nobody should be hitting each other. Domestic violence is not only when a man does it. It's also wrong when a woman does it. Right? Okay, that is on another side. Another side that I want to speak about is this area of stepson. Bring out this on social media. Bring out that on social media. One other time, the mother, something that's actually wanted to say, when the mother posted the picture of the woman's, Funke's twins, I thought to myself, okay, she doesn't live with them, so where did she get the picture from? Judging by all of this now, and the son, because the son was living with them, so it's possible that it's the son that gave the picture to his mother. You see, this is the area of when, and this is why some people run away from anybody that's ever been married or have children, because they can't deal with the step situation, stepson, step whatever, ex-wife situation. Let's also say there are some people that have married into step situation and it is going so well. You will not even know which ones they're born in that marriage and the ones where they're born outside the marriage. There are some situations like that. You understand? So let's not jumble them up together, right? There are situations where it is going so well. Everybody is living happily, harmoniously, and lovingly and all of that. But there are cases, we know cases of wicked stepmother. Well, that one is very common. Then sometimes we hear about wicked stepfathers. There's another video actually I want to make. I haven't made it yet. You know, about the alleged wicked stepfather. We hear about stepchildren. Let me tell you, no matter what, a lot of cases, children would rather have their father and mother back together than another woman in their father or in their mother's life. So that is why it is such a tricky situation to get into. It's not for everybody. Not everybody has the EK for it, has the strength for it. You understand? There are situations where you will regret, say, why did I get in this situation? Like I was saying already, if this boy, I've not said it. You see this boy that is sharing all these things that are happening in his father and stepmom's marriage, right? Let me tell you, if it was his father and mother that they are fighting and they are this and they are that, the likelihood of him coming out to come and tell the world what is happening between his father and mother, the chances are so much slim because it's a step situation. That is why now, how many people openly come out and disgrace their parents and say, oh, my father and my mother are not staying in the same room, my this, that. No, come on. Oh, my father cheat on my mother cheat on my father. How many people would typically do it? I know, for example, I have shared stories of growing up in a house where there was domestic violence or whatever. That was just whatever, but not. My story wasn't a drama like dragging people on social media or trying to come and, basically it's like embarrass them. Because what else is he trying to achieve? To embarrass? He's embarrassed because he said his father is unfaithful to his stepmother. His stepmother has been unfaithful to his father and all of that. If these were his parents, I do not believe he would bring this thing out. I do not believe that. Right? Okay. But this is why some people will say, I don't want that staple. I don't want to marry a person who don't born children. Because I feel like the boy is doing a bit too much. I feel like he's doing too much, to be honest with you. And I'm wondering, what is he going to gain by bringing out his parents' marriage and plastering it all over social media and all of that? But honestly, I do not understand what he is trying to achieve by all of this. And then coming to the area of their marriage is in turmoil, they are not staying in the same room and all of those things. It's wahala for those that idolize celebrity marriages. These people have an image they have to portray. Let me tell you, have you seen this couple? It's not the first time people have already brought out the rumors or whatever that is fire on the mountain in this marriage, that things are not going well. It's not the first time. But at the same time, they still come out and pose and snap pictures and smile. Powerful pictures of unity and everything. That if you do not know, you'll be like, oh, look at this couple. Well, I would like to be like them. You know, be admiring them, not knowing that allegedly things are falling apart inside the house. So, and then you are idolizing that. Look, see your mate. You can say to your husband, see your mate, see how he's loving his wife. Your husband will say to your wife, look at the way she's. You will not know that your own marriage may even be 1,000,000% better. I'm not just saying no, maybe better than theirs. I always tell people, if your marriage is going well, just be enjoying it. Protect it, because it's the one that is inside your marriage that you know. You don't know other people's story. You don't know. You will be looking at them and be saying, you don't know that your own is the heaven. You understand? And at the same time, like I'm saying, Instagram celebrities, a lot of them are living Instagram marriages. Everything about Instagram is perfection. There is a way. It is posed and staged and all of that. Your life is real. You are living inside it. But this ones, the Instagram lives, you can't tell what's going on inside them. You can't. You understand what I'm trying to say? At the same time, sometimes I do not blame these celebrities when they decide to stage and pose these things for the world to see. Because unfortunately, we live in a world that people prefer to see the Instagram life. They want to see the fakeness. The world does not like the truth anymore. People should be truthful and show it the way it is. No, people, unfortunately, people prefer to buy the fake life. So we have come to the stage where some people actually, they may not want to pretend, but they are pretending because of what the world has turned into. People don't like honesty anymore. There are a lot of people who don't like honesty. Some of us have shared our own marriage stories. Thank God that a lot of people, like my own stories, there are a lot of people that appreciate it. Ah, Summer, I like that thing you said. It made me think twice about. Ah, you have made me think twice about that. You have made me think twice about. But there are some people that still do not appreciate things like that. They don't appreciate honesty. They will prefer if you come here and just pretend like, say, you know they mess, you know they shit, you know they do anything. You are just so. That's what some people prefer. They don't know the value of honesty, the value of saying it the way it is, and just being completely honest yourself with people. So sometimes some of these posers, Instagram people, some of them are doing it to deceive people. Some of them are doing it because this is what the world wants. Let's give it to them. Let's have peace. That's why you see a lady who post a picture. She's not gained a bit of weight. Come and see, they start dragging. Hey, you don't the fat though. You don't do this. You don't. And then she will not take a picture and get it photoshopped, and she's slim. Everybody like, oh my goodness, look at her. After 10 children, look at her. So will you be surprised tomorrow if she decides to keep posting the photoshopped ones because she wants her sanity? I really want. Is this how they talk God? This how they talk this? I want us to see it from here, see it from here. So some of them are deceptive, but some of them, unfortunately, they are honoring the pressure to conform. That's the word. I'm speaking big English today. To conform to societal demands. You get my point? Okay, another area I want to discuss about this couple. You know when they said, if it's true, I keep saying that word, that she's always suspecting people of sleeping with her husband. She's always suspecting people. She's always that. If it's true, she won't be the only one. A lot of Nigerian women do that because we come from a society where a woman is made to feel that she's nobody without a marriage. You're nobody if you don't get married. You not get married, you're nobody. You're nobody because you never born. You don't know that one. You never born. It is like a complete degrading thing. That woman, no matter how successful you are in life, you never marry. She don't marry. It degrades every other achievement she has in this life. Does not matter because she never married. Then she's not married. She no come born. She no born. It degrades her as well. She's like, I don't know the word to even explain it. So some women then get married. Oh, if their marriage now breaks up, you know, Funke and Akindele, the marriage no last. She's divorced. And the thing is that husband and wife will divorce, right? Husband and wife divorce. Man go old, woman go old. You know, she don't divorce. She don't feel keep her marriage. Her marriage no last. But you don't hear people say the man is the same thing. Two of them will not be two people divorce. You will not hear. You will hardly hear people say, see the man. You don't divorce. You know if he save your marriage. He couldn't keep his marriage. No, you will never hear that. So you find that double standard is a problem. That's why you see some women will go to any length to say they are protecting their husband from other women. It's happening. You will see a woman that has children. A couple of husband and wife got married and they broke up, right? And then the man goes, and then the woman goes. They will not say, see that one, a single mother. But the man is a single father. Whether the children live with him or not is another thing. But he's a father, but he's single. Abi, Abi not be father, he get children, but he's single. But it is a single mother. If you ever say the word single father, it's not an insulting word. But when our people say single mother, they always bring it up in an insulting way. A single mother. You don't know all those single mothers. All those single mothers. You never hear single fathers and talk in the same way. I wanted to bring up this double standard that is warranting a woman to be dragging other women and say, if it's true, I say it again, you want to near my husband, you are nearing my husband, because she's not protecting, not necessarily for the love of the man. It is for the love of what society will call her. The love of that image she wants to hold in society. The love of, I don't want to be, how do I say it? Protecting herself from being that degraded woman. Because if that man should fall in love with another woman, she's the one that's going to be ashamed. Even though she's not the one that told the man to go and do it, but she'll be the one that society, our Nigerian society, will make to be ashamed. And that's why some women will go to any length. This is why you will see that some of these women, house girls, have suffered. They will say, this your dress you're wearing is revealing your arm is showing. Go and wear something because they don't want their husband to eye house girl. That dress is too short, oh. Hey, they will frustrate house girl because they are protecting their husband from a house girl. There was a time I shared a post here where a pastor was telling women, I think he said 10 tips, I'll be 7 tips of how to protect your husband from your house girl. Nobody's protecting the house girl from the husband, though. It's the husbands they are always protecting. You will find women that will go to, they don't allow their friends to visit their house because their husband may fall in love with them. They don't allow, they frustrate everybody. They see their husband like, protect him from that one, protect him to that one. No, why don't you protect those people from your husband? If your husband is that bad that you cannot trust him, then you should be protecting all these people from your husband. That one that pastor was talking about, he said, don't get a house girl that has big breasts. Don't get a house girl that is whatever. There were a lot of things he was listing. What about these innocent house girls? Who is protecting them? I've seen her husband, let's be honest, he's not bad looking. But at the same time, he's not Prince Charming, let's be honest. So by the end of the day, it is still that mentality. If it is so bad that you need to be protecting your husband from all these people, I'm sorry, there's a problem at hand. Even if all the women in the world want your husband, if your husband does not want all the women in the world, nothing will happen. It takes him making that decision for it to happen. I'm personally sick and tired of women putting other women through hell in the name of protecting their marriage or in the name of protecting their husbands. Deal with the man, as in sort your man out. If your husband does not have respect for you, I'm sorry, it is not other women's fault. Because like I already said, if all the women in the world want your husband, if your husband does not want them, nothing will happen. If he decides that I'm content with the wife that I have, nothing will happen. If he decides that no matter how attractive they are, I am content and I'm happy in my marriage, I have enough respect for myself and for my wife and my family and my marriage, nothing will happen between him and other women. That's where some women get it wrong. And then finally, I want to say this because all this story that this boy posted out is what I'm going by, right? If all these things, you see, I've said if all the time, okay, because I know they here. If all these things they've listed is true, I think Funke Akindele needs to go and reflect, sit back and reevaluate her life. Nobody needs to live like this. This is not life. You can't live a life where you have so much, according to the boy, so much clashes with your house help and with all your domestic stuff, clash with your husband, clash with this one and that one. That is not life. Life is too short. There is something I always tell people. You see, mental health is a very fragile thing. You need to protect it. Because when you lose it, you've lost everything. If you lose it, all the hard-earned money you've made, you'll no longer be in control of them. Other people will be in control of it. You see those beautiful twin children God has given you, you won't be a mother to them if you lose your mental health. All the fame and all this whatever will be nothing if you lose your mental health. Don't gamble with it. She needs to sit back and reevaluate. Look at your staff. Who do you think, okay, I don't like the way you work? Give them notice. Give them time to move on. Whatever package they can get is not hatred, it's not, it's protection for yourself, your mental health. Even if, let me tell you, if marriage will cost you your mental health, instead of you to lose it, please go your separate ways. Because if you lose it, that same man you say you want to protect, you're chasing every woman up and down, you're chasing everybody, that same man, he will marry on top of you. I can bet you, if you do try, I'm telling you, it has happened, where women have lost it in the head, and the man will go and put, it's from your money, because as far as I know, I think Funke Akindele is loaded. It's from that money that they will use to be paying your bill to put you in a psychiatric hospital. This is being honest right now. Put you in from your own money, now they go take the pay small for your psychiatric, and then they use the rest to enjoy their life. Can marry another woman. And everything you've worked for will be for nothing. Protect your mental health. Don't be a crowd. You see all this trying to please, what would the world say? What would the world say will not matter if you lose your mental health. I really hope, you know, and see, I'm speaking about Funke Akindele, like I always say, this is her. It can be you, could be me, could be anybody tomorrow, that you find yourselves in situations where you begin to see that everything is jaga like this. Protect your mental health. Basically, this is my opinion about this. And as always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.